I had somebody comment recently that I should watch more pass rushers on here, and the reason I haven't is not because I don't like watching the position. It's just whatever reason I just haven't gotten to a whole lot of pass rushers. But we'll be watching Tristian Givens today, 2026 edge, 6'3.5", 215. Carver in Columbus, Georgia. So this kid's not committed as of right now, but I think he's got like a list of 4 schools. Not exactly sure when he's supposed to commit, but we'll watch him anyway. That's fine. So this is a kid I've actually already watched, not on this channel. Just went through the highlights real quick, just because I was bored or something. And we're gonna have a lot of tight end, receiver, slot receiver highlights on this. Decent amount of them. So only a 3-minute tape will have to be pretty efficient with this watch. But I think this is a kid that has been picking up a lot of hype on the recruiting trail from what I've seen. And I'll let y'all watch, and then I'll let y'all watch, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. So what stands out to me is this kid looks pretty green to the position, that he doesn't really look like he's been playing pass rusher all that long. And I think that's true that he didn't really play defense his sophomore year. You're going to have to fact check me, but I think you can see that show up because this kid's very explosive. He'll just not time to snap well all the time, but just watch when he gets a good get off, just how fast he is. And then what really sticks out to me is not just the explosiveness. I think he's plenty explosive enough once he starts getting the timing right, but this kid's got really good bend. He's not stiff. Watch him turn the corner. I think that's his best trait. And like I said, right now he's listed at 210, I think. So this kid's obviously going to have to fill out a whole lot. So there's going to be some questions. How's his first step still as he puts on 20, 30, 40 pounds? It's doable, but 210's just a very, very low weight to be at right now. But I totally understand. I think we wanted to watch the one before this. I'm all screwed up. This one. So I don't think this first step's all that great, and it's just because he doesn't time the snap that well. It's not this play, the next one. But watch the second and third step, just how quick he closes the distance between him and the quarterback. He actually timed that one well. It just the first step didn't look great to me on that specific play, but I think he's got plenty of juice off the edge. Just very clearly hasn't played the position that long, and he's got the traits, the length. I think to be a very, very high ceiling prospect. A lot of these run clips are really pass rush clips, and what I mean by that is not a rule of thumb, but usually when you'll see a kid dominate against the run, it's because he's a lot stronger, and when he's dominating against the pass, as a pass rusher, it depends on how he's winning. But a lot of times with these high school kids, they're just a lot faster. This is more of a pass rush clip. Like, schools are going to watch this and they're going to get more excited about the pass rush upside than the run defense right now. I think it's very exciting to think about how dynamic this kid's going to be off the edge. And then if he puts on more weight and more strength, then we'll be talking about a three down player. He certainly has the length to play every down. It's just right now he doesn't have the size or the strength to play every down. But it's also a junior year highlight film. There's a lot of time to go on between when this is and when he's going to actually see the field. But like I said, it's explosiveness and it's the bend. He's not stiff at all. Plenty not stiff. It's so weird because he looks really juiced up on defense, and some of the route running before looked kind of. He looks a lot more athletic on defense, is what I mean to say. Definitely think this kid's an edge rushing prospect, but he's a prospect for sure. I read that he's a bit closer to 6'4", so we're going to give him a 5 on the frame for now. 5 on the explosiveness, 3 on the strength. I think an easy 6 on the athleticism. It's just kind of more like, how does that hold up as he puts on the weight? When I say frame, I never really mean what the kid is right now. It's really just a height and arm length thing for me, and the weight could get put on later. I'm not worried about that. A 6 on the bend, and I think a 4 on the pass rush moves. He's definitely a raw prospect, but I'm like, if most of these prospects, or a good deal of these prospects don't work out anyway, I might as well take the guy with the higher upside because I'm protected on the lower end. Obviously, it's a different situation if the kid wants a whole lot of money, because that just adds to the risk of taking a kid. And I know this is a kid not necessarily that's been prioritizing NIL, but something that's playing a factor in his recruitment according to 24/7. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but just as a pure football evaluation, I think there's a lot to like with this kid as a pass rusher.